In this constantly changing world, life and personal values can seem more than a little unstable. Just when you think you have it all figured out, then everything changes. Sometimes life can seem overwhelming. Well, the good news is you can change your life. You have within you the power to learn how to flow with the changes and smooth out the bumps of life. You can experience the joy, peace, health, and abundance you deserve. You were created to be happy and productive. That urge to grow and express yourself was put there for a reason. Learn the spiritual principles that can help you not just to survive, but thrive in this changing world. At Unity, we'd like to help you do just that.
Imagine a spiritual path that honors the universal truths in all religions, that sees we are all one. Imagine a movement that respects each person's right to choose their spiritual path. Imagine a spiritual movement that empowers and unites rather than divides. This is Unity. For more than a century, Unity has offered a positive, practical, and progressive approach to understanding and applying the teachings of Jesus and other spiritual masters.
Welcome to the Unity of Chicago South Beyond Walls Spiritual Community Sunday Celebration live stream. We are simultaneously live streaming on various platforms. Previous celebrations are available on YouTube at Unity OCS. Thank you for bringing your consciousness to this space.
Welcome to today's reading. We look forward to researching and bringing you readings from various past and current Unity materials and other spiritual sources. We hope that you will find upliftment, as well as practical application that will enhance your life experience in a positive way. Thank you for your presence.
Today's reading is from the Unity booklet, Healing 1000 Different Ways. The title of our reading today is Make Time for Healing by Reverend Karen Romstan. Each of the writings in this booklet are accompanied by a suggested supporting practice, which follows the reading. As we go about our daily lives, we may notice feeling offended or hurt by the words and actions of another. We may feel a surge of anger or defensiveness as a result of hurt feelings. We may also feel the wounds of the past rising again for deeper healing. Our heart may feel tender and bruised when we experience these thoughts and feelings. It is a message, an invitation to create a time of healing. Whether it is a small offense or a gaping wound, pausing to allow healing positively supports our spiritual healing, growth, and expansion. However, in our busy days it may feel impossible to stop throughout the day to deeply explore what is moving in our hearts and minds at any given moment. Having a consistent mindfulness practice allows for feelings to be recognized as they arise. Without resistance and by loving what is, we can honor all our feelings and welcome them into our wholeness. Slowing our pace throughout the day creates a space to honor all that moves in us at any given moment. Without judgment or critique, we simply notice the feelings that are residing within and the thoughts that are tumbling through our mind. When we recognize a need for healing in the course of our day, we might set aside time to tend to the needs of our heart, just as we would make an appointment with a medical doctor, counselor, spiritual director, or holistic healer. Take a moment to mark the calendar or set a time electronically to sit with whatever need for healing is calling for attention. When we enter the designated time for healing, we can nurture the places that feel hurt and bring light to all that is beneath the surface of those feelings. Gently and compassionately, acknowledge the need for healing. When we set aside time for releasing, forgiving, and healing, interactions with others become richer and more meaningful. We are able to live more authentically and be vulnerable with others from a place of wholeness. When we acknowledge the deeper beliefs that are resting in our subconscious mind and bring them to our awareness, we create a space to explore the gift that may be waiting or the lesson to be learned. We can learn to be gentle and compassionate with ourselves just as we would be with a treasured friend. It is always wise to allow Spirit to guide us in a time of contemplation and discernment to know what wants to be healed and what spiritual practice we might use. The practice. Make a conscious commitment to mindful living that includes pausing throughout the day to check in with what you are thinking and feeling at any given moment. One way to notice what is moving within is to pause as you cross each threshold from one space to another during the day. When you find feelings of hurt or woundedness, explore what is beneath them. It may not be possible to devote sufficient time for exploration in the moment. When necessary, schedule a time later in the day or within the next 2 days to deeply explore what captures your attention for healing. Honor the practice of compassionate listening and gentleness with a forgiveness process that works for you. If desired, release what is ready to be let go of with a burning bowl or other ritual that is meaningful. Allow the gift of reaching out to a trusted spiritual companion or counselor if needed or desired. Reverend Karen is a minister at Unity of Augusta, Georgia.
The hour cometh when ye shall neither in this mountain, nor yet at Jerusalem worship the Father. The hour cometh and now is when the true worshipper shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth. For the Father seeketh such to worship him. God is spirit, and they that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth. Neither in this mountain, nor yet at Jerusalem. Unity of Chicago South, online, New Thought Spiritual Community, streaming live from Chicago. Offering worship, in spirit and truth, beyond walls.
Let's begin by finding a comfortable position. You can sit or lie down in a place where you won't be disturbed. Now close your eyes and take a few deep breaths. With each breath, allow yourself to relax. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now, as you settle into this space, bring your attention to the principle wisdom. Picture it as a gentle light glowing softly within you, glowing softly around you. This light represents the knowledge, the insight, and understanding that you possess, as well as the wisdom that you seek to cultivate. Inhale and exhale. Now imagine this light expanding outwardly, filling your entire being with its warmth and brightness. Feel it radiating throughout your body, calming your mind and soothing your spirit. Inhale and exhale. With the next set of inhalations, take a moment to reflect on what wisdom means to you. Consider the lessons you've learned, the experiences that have shaped you, and the insights that you gained along your journey. Inhale and exhale. As you continue to breathe deeply, allow yourself to let go of any worries or distractions. Simply be present in this moment, fully embracing the wisdom that resides within you now. Inhale and exhale. And as you continue to relax, imagine yourself surrounded by a vastness of knowledge. Picture it as a shimmering ocean stretching out before you in all directions. Feel the power of this sea of wisdom, knowing that you are a part of it. and you are connected to it in profound ways. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. With the next inhalation, imagine yourself drawing in this wisdom, absorbing it. Inhale and exhale. As you inhale, release all doubts or fears that you may be holding back. And exhale, allowing yourself to fully embrace the wisdom that flows through you. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. As you continue to breathe, feel yourself becoming more tuned to the wisdom that surrounds you. Notice how it guides you, inspires you, and empowers you to navigate life's challenges with grace and clarity. Inhale and exhale. With the next inhalation, know that you're always connected to this infinite well of wisdom, and that it is always available to you whenever you need it. Now take a few more breaths. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. Now bask in this glow of this wisdom, feeling its presence within you and all around you. Now as you slowly open your eyes, still relaxed, and become aware of your surroundings, know that all is well, and it always will be. And wisdom is available to you whenever you need it. Namaste.
Discover a world where mental growth and mindful living converge on a serene April Sunday, the 21st. Join the Unity of Chicago South virtual book club on an illuminating journey. Engage in a live, vibrant discussion on the compelling read, How to Train Your Brain. Connect with fellow inquirers, where words transform and inner tranquility blooms. Partake in our online gathering, delve into insightful review and spirited dialogue. Your odyssey to cognitive and soulful awakening begins here. Access your complimentary digital copy on our website at unityocs.org/downloads. Mark your calendars for 11 a.m., Sunday, April 21st, and be ready to join the conversation. The live chat is available on Facebook and YouTube. The live stream is available on all our social platforms.
There is healing. healing in my hands. There is healing in my mind. There is healing in my heart. For God is healing me. For God is healing me.
This is where we pause and ask for your support as it is important to our growth. Please use the information found to my right, or go to unityocs.org/support to provide your financial support. As a major part of the growth of this online spiritual community, we ask that you take this moment to share, follow, repost, and of course financially support our work. Your action helps in our mission to provide universal teachings beyond a traditional walled space. You are instrumental in helping this community as well as those that can benefit from the teachings. We thank you in advance for your support of Unity of Chicago South, the #1 online New Thought spiritual community, streaming live from Chicago. $, Unity Chicago South. For those using Cash App, find us at Unity of Chicago South online at givealifi.com and 1448 East 52nd Street, number 132, Chicago, Illinois 60615. To support by check.
Thank you in advance for supporting the Unity of Chicago South spiritual community mission to provide the message, Be Better to Do Better, with the financial support you contribute. And please share our work on your social media.
Good day, good day, good day. Thank you so much for being with us, wherever you are, whenever it is, at your particular time, day, night, evening, doesn't matter. Thank you for being here. And a special thanks out to Reverend Dr. Stephanie. I hope that you inhaled from deep within where wisdom resides, and then you embraced the wisdom that she brought forth during her affirmation of truth. Thank you very much, Reverend Dr. Stephanie. I want to remind you that our website, Unity OCS, has a lot of good stuff over there. If you are into learning about New Thought, learning about metaphysics, learning about the early New Thought thinkers, we have tapes, we have PDF readings, all free for your download. So we encourage you to go over and go to the downloads page and kind of peruse and see if there's anything that perks your interest. Also, the fact that next week is our virtual book club, the third Sunday of the month. And that's when we are live on all of our social platforms, LinkedIn, Twitch, all of them, along with the Facebook and YouTube. And the subject of reading is available at our website, Unity OCS, for your free download. And it's about retraining your brain. And man, oh man, combined with what we are covering today, what the talk is about today, with the meditation, what the affirmation of truth was about, all of that, it is a fantastic opportunity to redirect whatever's going on in your life to the avenue that you wanted to go down. So I encourage you to join us on April 21st at 11 o'clock as we go through the retraining of your brain. And with that, I want to remind you that there's an infinite source available to everyone. It is there for each who seek it, no matter their race, gender, or religion. Believe what you may, but know that the source of the universe is the source of each of us. And therefore, the principle supporting the stars is the principle supporting and available to each of us. As I declare this in the first person, I declare it for all. I am open and receptive to this divine living principle. Father, Mother God, I am grateful. This is my declaration. This is my truth. And as I accept it, so it becomes. And all is well, and well indeed. In Unity, co-founder Charles Fillmore's writings, Mysteries of Genesis and Keep a True Lent, he tells us that wisdom is to act with love for a foundation of harmony to exist. That wisdom has to act in concert with love for harmony to exist. And that this harmony comes out of a spiritualized balance between knowing and feeling in consciousness. And that the path to this pure knowing is open through the inner spiritual work of our spiritual practice. And it is through our practice that we awake the divine voice within us. And as we do that, we heighten the activity of our judgment, of our discrimination, and of our intuition, or in other words, our spiritual discernment. Now, Ernest Holmes of religious science says, God is wisdom, therefore humans are wise. He says, we reflect, embody, and incarnate the wisdom, which is God. The Buddha says that real knowledge, which is nothing but wisdom, can be attained by knowing the impermanent nature of all objects we hanker after and annihilating the craving for them. While it is wise to commit to a process to attain a spiritual goal, it is also wise to be aware of what the Buddha said. As we take it to heart that even the process is not permanent, therefore we should not become so attached to the process that we stifle its natural evolution by being stuck in the consciousness of it has always been done that way. Wisdom is a divine expression of innate human genius, peeking into one's right now life experience. It is a divine innate trait that can be developed. It is one of the spiritual powers we arrived on this planet with. A spiritual trait available for development through inner spiritual work and outer study that guides us back to our inner source. While personal experience and inquiry can act as catalysts to bring forth divine wisdom into expression, in James 1:5, scripture tells us that if any of you lacks wisdom, let them ask God, who gives generously with all, without reproach, and will be given to them. It will be given to them. This asking for guidance to develop our innate spiritual wisdom is done by entering the closet and shutting the door. As we follow the guidance to develop this inner trait, we will find that that expression expands into our everyday life experience. And through this presence of this divine wisdom being active, it will enhance itself as it expresses through us. Our job and what we've done by using our spiritual practices, we've opened the door to more unattached, positive possibilities manifesting in our life experience. Unattached possibilities. Just think on that for a minute. Beyond any of our thoughts, just more possibilities than we can imagine. And when we do this, we open the door for divine wisdom to express through us. And it grows our insight into the nature of reality beyond what is perceivable to the senses. So we're saying that these unlimited possibilities that are available, that are not attached to any thoughts that we have, that are beyond any thoughts, that our wisdom can lead us to, we might not have any idea. We can't see them, we can't taste them, we can't feel them right now, but they're out there. And it is through this inner wisdom that we're able to connect to them. They're not attached to anybody, anyone. They're divine in nature. And when this happens, that expands the possibilities for those expressions into our life experience. Once we release, oh, I can't, oh, I'm not, oh, that's for, oh, it doesn't come this, they're not attached. These human possibilities are beyond any attachment, but it is through the key of wisdom that we can unlock them and allow them to express in our lives to the degree that we want them, wanting better, wanting more. Understand that wisdom in expression appreciates the truth of the inner connectedness of all things. And wisdom in expression understands the truth of the interconnectedness of all things. I am connected with you. You are connected with me. We are connected with our enemy. We are connected with all others. And wisdom understands that. Now, does that mean I've got to love everybody and I've got to just go out and hug and just embrace them? No. It's saying that, but I do have to understand that my thoughts about others affect me because I'm connected to the energy that I send out to other people. And wisdom understands it and says, we need to maybe cool the way that we go about with our thoughts and our actions because it affects more than just us. And when we do that, that helps us navigate life with more of an awareness and with intention. But only if we're willing to step back from the need to be led by our ego and instead develop a spiritual humility, as we're reminded in Matthew 5:5. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. Now, metaphysically, the earth represents the manifestation of what we hold in consciousness. Our spiritual humility is calling forth or developing divine wisdom supports that which we desire in life. Let's try it one more time. Our spiritual humility as we call forth the wisdom, as we call forth the wisdom, the divine wisdom, as we're calling it forth, as we're developing it, supports that which we desire to have in life. Wow. Wisdom and possibilities. Wisdom, breaking down the barriers to all the possibilities. If we understand wisdom, understanding that it is already within us. We came here with it, and we are to develop it, nurture it to the degree that we want it to express in our lives. It is not something to go get. It is something that's within us to develop. Let's just take a moment and I want to paraphrase what I read to you, shared with you, talked to you about earlier from Charles Fillmore. Wisdom coupled with love creates harmony that supports fulfillment in life. Wow. You see how that interconnectedness works? Wisdom coupled with love. I hate my neighbor. Well, you're shortchanging the development of your own wisdom because it's wisdom coupled with love. Wow. I don't love you for your sake. I love you for my sake. I love the truth of you, the Christ in you. I love the divinity in you. I love the divine spark in you. You see, I must find a way to say, I love something in you that connects with me so I can develop and grow my own beingness. We're not talking about emotional love. We're talking about that agape love. We talked about that several months ago, I guess. And that's to just remind you is an active love. That's love in action. An active love that expresses through the actions of compassion, not for others, but for ourselves. You say, well, what do you mean? What do you mean not for others? When you recognize that we are all interconnected and that the hatred, the anger that I send out to others, I am really, really, really just soaking myself in because I can't send it out unless I have it. But if I'm acting in a loving way, if I'm looking for ways to say, the spirit in you is, I know it's God. I know it's divine. I know it's whole. I know it's complete. The way you're acting, the acting out is not something that that I can work with, but I can certainly work with the truth of you, what you really are, even if you don't know it. Even if you don't know it. And that allows the compassion for myself to grow, for you to grow, and extending compassion for someone else because of the interconnectedness. See, as we understand this, as we understand this interconnectedness, and understand that as we extend it out, we are also receiving it. Now, if we follow these principles, we can move into a greater expression of wisdom in our own lives. In our own lives. See, it's very selfish what we're doing. You said, well, you said love people. I didn't say love people. I said love the Christ within them, love the wholeness within them, love the divine spark within them. But we're doing it for ourselves because of the interconnection that's involved, right? If I give love out, I'm connected to the love that I give out, and it comes back to me. My love comes back to me. It has to if we're interconnected. It has to. Ernest Holmes reminds us that we reflect, we embody or incarnate the wisdom which is God. The Buddha reminds us of the impermanent nature of everything. Scripture reminds us, if you lack wisdom, what? Let them ask the divine who gives generously and without reproach. There is within you a seed of wisdom that no matter where you are, what stage you're in, it can be developed further. Now, as we leave today, I want us to remember that no matter the level that wisdom is reflecting into our life experience, because of what Buddha said, the Buddha said, its impermanent nature means there's even more available. And if we but asked in a consciousness of love and humility, the possibilities of expression into our lives right now are infinite. Wow. Now the lesson begins. On behalf of the Beyond Walls Unity of Chicago spiritual community, this is Reverend R. Ken bidding you namaste until we meet again.